Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the Pharmacy by Cactus Kush. Again, my name is Brandon. For those of you that haven't seen our videos before, I'm the store manager here, and I've been blessed with the opportunity to bring the knowledge and the healing of CBD to the people of Yuma County and all over the United States. What we're doing is we're doing some educational videos just to kind of get people a little more in tune with what we do and how we do it and why we do it, and how we can benefit you individually. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between hemp and marijuana. Once we kind of explain that a little bit, I'm going to talk about the ratios of CBD to THC and its importance in the tincture that you decide to take, because not all CBDs are created equal. So the first thing I want to talk about is cannabis in general. So hemp is in the cannabis family along with marijuana. And the best way that I can explain it to a lot of people that come in the store is they're twins, okay? Hemp and marijuana are twin sisters, and they're polar opposites of each other. So marijuana, she's going to be the sister that you take out on Friday night. You don't really tell your friends that you hang out with, but she's a whole lot of fun. She's just no future. And hemp is the sister with the college degree and all the benefits that you end up marrying and taking home to mom and starting a family with. Just because of the benefits that are available in the hemp plant. The difference is that tetrahydrocannabinol, which is THC, is the psychoactive that's in the cannabis family. That's the illegal part. That's the part that the government regulates, and in the state of Arizona you have to have a medical marijuana card. Hemp, on the other hand, has extremely trace levels of THC, or tetrahydrocannabinol, and extremely elevated levels of CBD, or cannabinoids, which are the compounds in the cannabis family that have all the medicinal benefits. Fun fact, most people don't know this, and I didn't until very long ago, but the third member of the cannabis family is hops, that stuff that they make your beer out of that everybody drinks so much. And hops are actually full of CBDs too, they're just cooked out when the process of making a beer. So for those of you that are against cannabis or say I never tried cannabis, if you've ever had a beer, you've had cannabis. So you've already taken the first step. You might as well continue to get yourself off the pharmaceuticals and back to normal. The other thing I can tell you is that it is important to have the THC in the mixture of the tincture you're taking. You got to think about all 113 different cannabinoids that are in the plant, THC being one of them, CBD, CBA, CBN, and don't get confused, we'll touch on those ones a little later in a different video. But for today, we want to talk about how it's a chain and how everything is there and it needs to be there to work together. And by leaving the THC in, the phytocannabinoids, which are plant-based, which are found from hemp and other spinach and broccoli, kale, things of that nature, they don't have the THC, the tetrahydrocannabinol in them, so not as readily available to us as the cannabis versions. But if you've ever gone to a concert or a symphony and you got there a little bit early and you've heard the guy play the piano getting warmed up and he plays his score beautifully on his own, and in his own right he does his job very well. Well, that guy will be THC. And when he gets done, you hear the saxophone warming up. And he plays the same piece of music, but he's all by himself, and he does a really, really beautiful job of doing it. Well, you have to think of when you get all 113 of those instruments or cannabinoids playing the same piece of music at the same time, then something magic happens. And our bodies are able to absorb and process the entire chain of cannabinoids that we're putting in, instead of getting to a certain point in that chain and being able to not being able to process forward because the chain's broken, because we've removed THC out of there. For those of you that don't know from our last videos, we have what's called the endocannabinoid system, and it's linked to every system in our bodies. It also produces trace amounts of CBD and THC. So you do produce it in your own body. So by us leaving the THC in our tinctures well under the regulated limit of 0.3% that's required by our government, we're able to get all of those cannabinoids into your endocannabinoid system, and your body can use them all up like it needs to. So if you have any questions about the difference between marijuana and hemp, please feel free to leave a comment or send us a message, and I'll be happy to reply to each of you individually. The second thing that I want to talk about today is the ratio of CBD to THC, because that's very, very important, and that's something that's not really spoken about with a lot of other companies because of the impact that it has on what you're taking. Most companies on the market right now, and I'm speaking in general, are between 26 to 1 and 32 to 1 CBD to THC. Well, the trick is to get those two numbers as close together as possible. 1 to 1 would be ideal, but then you'd have to have a medical marijuana card in the state of Arizona, and make sure you're doing everything above board and following the law. Here at Cactus Kush, we make what we sell. This is our product, and we're bringing it directly to you from us. So we're able to get that ratio even closer than most companies on the market without keeping the price skyrocketing on you. So currently we're at 0.17% THC in our batch, and we're at 18.2 to 1 CBD to THC. That meaning that for every molecule of THC, there's 18.2 molecules of CBD. And that is among industry leaders right now. The effectiveness of our product is astronomical as opposed to some of the big box brands that are out there right now. We're able to get you a higher quality medicine with a greater effective rate, so you're not having to take that massive amounts of oil, 3, 4, 5 dropperfuls a day to get the same effects as you would be getting from 1 or 2 of ours. So don't want to keep these videos too long. So if you have any questions about the ratio of CBD to THC or the difference in the cannabis family members, please feel free to reach out to us. We're open 7 days a week here at 224 South Main Street, Suite 107. We'd love to see you. We'd love to answer any questions that you may have. And everybody have a wonderful day. Peace out, guys.